Hi, I'm Annie Ulichny, and I thank you for coming to join in on some meditation and mindfulness practice today. It's a dreary, rainy day today, and it's reminding me of how sometimes nature tells us to slow down. And on a dreary, rainy, and snowy day, we have no choice but to kind of take things slower. Hurrying, when we are rushing around, trying to accomplish our to-do list, it is a hectic thing for our mind and our body to digest all of the hurrying we do. And hurrying is really a conditioned habit. Meditation allows us to just bring the volume down on all of our hurrying and realize that maybe some of it is unnecessary. When we hurry, we compromise our health and we compromise our happiness and we fuel our anxiety. So when we can realize and recognize the times that we don't really need to hurry, we're just hurrying and going at a fast pace just because, but there's really no need. We're not really in a hurry. When we can slow that down and slow everything down, we actually become healthier from the inside out and calmer, more at peace, feel more grounded, more stable. So that's the nature of practice today. That's what we're going to work on. Are a few ideas and suggestions and techniques that you can infuse into your own life, in addition to taking this time out to reset and bring us down and away from hurrying. So let's close our eyes. Let's take our comfortable posture and start to tune in to our bodies. Feeling first our feet, and we're going to breathe in and out of the nose as long as this is okay for you today. As much as possible, we'll breathe in and out of the nose. Keeping our hands comfortably on our lap. Feeling our feet. And if your feet are flat on the floor, if you're sitting in a chair, maybe you could just press them down into the surface underneath and really feel the sensations, the pressure, feeling the toes, feeling the balls of the feet, the arches, the heels, feeling any tingling or vibrational, alive quality in our feet. We can wiggle our toes and just start to come into the felt sensation, not what we're thinking. We're moving into the present moment felt sensation of the feet, not what we're thinking about our feet. We can turn the volume down on that inner voice we have and turn up the feeling, the sensations, the tingling, the qualities, the textures that we can experience in the body. This can just slow us down here and just bring us home into ourselves, out of our to-do list mind. And we can start to feel up the legs, the shins, the calves, the knees, feeling the muscles, the bones, even the marrow in our bones, within our legs. Just, there's such an aliveness going on in our body all the time. And just like we practice strengthening our muscles in the gym and with bicep curls or cardio exercising, we can start to strengthen our focus, our mind's ability to focus and really experience the felt sensation in the body. We can train ourselves to feel more deeply. Feel the sensations, the electrical currents running through the legs, the blood flow, the muscle tissue, the fascia, all being held by this envelope of skin. And every single cell has a job. We could feel through the knees, through the thighs, and maybe we even feel some discomfort in joints, achy knee, and if it's possible, in an ankle or a knee or somewhere that might feel slightly uncomfortable, we can start to soften any tension around that discomfort by, again, just taking our focus and seeing, can we just inch a little bit closer to any discomfort we feel. Bring our focus a little bit more closely, perhaps, to one of these joints in our lower extremities that might be achy. And just really experience the texture of the discomfort. Become more familiar with it. We might notice that it might shift and change even as we are focusing on it. And we can come and bring our attention to our hips and our groin area and feel gravity holding us here. Gravity is an invisible force, but it's very physically involved in holding us, stabilizing us, grounding us here. Just right here, right now. Our thinking mind might be trying to pull us elsewhere or talking us out of sitting here saying we have too much to do, too much to worry about, something happening later today or next week. And we can just turn the volume down on that and just experience gravity holding us right here in the present moment and strengthening the neural networks of our ability to focus here. Because that's essentially what we're doing. In addition to calming the nervous system, slowing the heart rate, strengthening the immune system. So we feel the weight of our upper body here being held through our seat and our sit bones, and feel through our hips and the lower back, and really feeling into the lower belly, noticing a sense of softness in the lower belly and strength also. We can bring our attention to the lower belly and the lower back. And in our mind's eye, imagine our intestinal digestive system within our lower part of our torso. And just experiencing a sense of softness deeply within our lower torso, all through the digestive system. Just feeling what's here. And we could work our way up through our diaphragm into our lungs. And check your posture. We want to make sure we have a very dignified, upright posture. And just notice here as we get started through, just feeling through the lungs and the rib cage and the heart area and the upper chest area with the lungs, that they can fully expand and contract with every breath, that we're not crouched over or hunched forward and limiting the ability of the breath to come in and fully expand the lungs. So we can just notice our posture right now and just to get a sense of feeling upright and yet also being stabilized here with gravity, just right here, right now, experiencing the trillions of cells in our body all working to keep us strong and healthy. That's the job they have, every cell. So on the next in-breath, you really could feel this sense of expansion through as the diaphragm is moving, the belly is moving, the lungs are filling and expanding on the in-breath, and then releasing on the exhale and contracting. You can feel our heart beating. We could come up to our shoulders and our clavicle. And just as I'm sitting here, I recognize there's a lot of tension in my shoulders. And I can bring my attention to these tight pockets of tension. And if you notice these pockets of tension in the body, just can we come a little closer to them? Bring more focus, really feel the experience of the texture of the tightness. It feels like two very tight knots in my shoulders. And I can bring my focus and also in my mind's eye breathe in and out of these tight pockets along the shoulders. Breathing in and out. Inviting a softening and a loosening in these tight places. Our shoulders tend to get tense when there's a lot of stress or when we're hurrying. And those two things are related. Noticing down the arms, into the hands, any sense of aliveness, tingling. Again, any aching or discomfort, can we just come up to it and just touch it a little more closely and experience the textures of any of the discomfort. Sharp and dull pain, a low, dull ache, a hot feeling, a cool feeling, raw. We can start to become more familiar from a felt sense versus just the thought of our discomfort. And that can help to soften the pain. We can come to the back of our neck with our focus here. Again, strengthening our focus. Just stabilizing, grounding, slowing everything down. Coming into the nape of the neck where the neck and the skull meet. Bringing all of our focus here. Plunge your focus into this back part of your neck, the nape of your neck. Feeling any tingling, any little shimmery vibrational qualities here. And then scan up the back of the head, up to the very top of the head. Maybe breathing in right to the top of the head, taking a breath in and out, feeling any qualities, very top of the head. And then down through the forehead. Through the eyebrows and the eyes, just paying attention to tightness, breathing in and just really experiencing the different parts of the body and their felt sense just right now. Feeling through the nose, the coolness on the in-breath through the nose, into the sinuses, the large, spacious sinus cavities, filling with air, with oxygen, as it gets ready to travel down into the lungs and turn into energy to fuel our body. An incredible process. Feeling through the jaw, softening the jaw. And then we could take a breath in, and on this breath in, as we start to do a little breath work, we're going to breathe in, and the first area we're going to fill is the lower belly. This lowest part of the belly fills first, so we feel this extension of our lower belly. So really, again, we're focusing on the felt sense here, filling the lower belly, and then expanding the rib cage area and the diaphragm pulls more air into the lungs, but first the belly and then the lungs. So part 1, belly, part 2, lungs on the in-breath, and then contract the lungs first, and then flatten the belly, the navel toward the backbone on the full exhale. So you're really taking a deep breath in, expanding everything like you're just really filling everything up. Again, paying attention to posture. And then a contracting and a releasing and a letting go on the exhale. Feeling the lungs contract. Exhale first, and then the belly. Everything flattens back toward the spine on the exhale. Keep working with that breath. Really focus on the movements and the feeling of the breath. We're going to add a count to the breath. So we'll inhale for 4 and exhale for 4, and use that regulated same count in and out. So we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale. You continue the count in your head. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pay attention to the belly and the chest, expanding contraction. Notice how the body feels. We're making more of like a full circle with this, so we're not pausing or stopping at the beginning and the end between inhale and exhale. So now we'll inhale for 5, and just notice the difference for yourself between 4 and 5, a count of 5 as we get started here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Pay attention to your belly. Inhale. Exhale. So you can continue with this for just a few more breaths. Notice how your body feels. Stay focused on the counting and the breath for one more cycle. And at the bottom of this next exhale, just release the counting, release that regulated breath, and allow the breath to just breathe exactly as it wants to breathe. And pay attention to any sensations, both comfortable, relaxed, and any discomfort you might have felt. Perhaps there was an urge to breathe faster or more deeply. Just notice all of these things. A very slow, regulated breath. When you're taking a walk or walking around your house is a wonderful way to pay attention to making sure you're breathing properly, starting with the lower belly, for regulating the nervous system and keeping everything calm and breathing deeply. It's a way to manage our immune system, lower our heart rate, and we can do it during the day. We can do it when we first wake up. It allows for greater efficiency of oxygen to travel from the lungs into the bloodstream. So there's many, many benefits from regulating our breath in this way, in addition to slowing us down. I want to thank you very, very much for your time today. And I encourage you to notice the hurrying and see if you can intentionally slow it down when it's not needed.